Hey, welcome back, you 8th grade campers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're viewing this video. Welcome back to camp, day 3 math sessions. I'm Mr. McDaniel. I'll be working with you this summer again in the area of math for the Florida standards. And I want to welcome you to video session 3, where we as a class will be introduced to more videos, more standards regarding math in particular. Matter of fact, let me go back to something. As we get really deep into this, it's important that you really begin to believe more and more in yourself to improve in mathematics. I know for a lot of kids, you may have somebody in your house when you go to ask them to help with your math homework, maybe a parent, they say, hey, I'm not good at math. And then you automatically think that you're not going to be good at math because someone else says they're not good at math. Everyone can be good at math when you begin to really work on the standards, not strategies, not shortcuts, but really knowing that you can follow a pattern with mathematics and you can find the right answer. As a matter of fact, in following a pattern, guess what week this is? It is actually Superhero Week. And this week we're getting superheroes. Again, we're talking about the Fantastic Four and we're talking about Transformers. You know, we have them great ones, like some people like the Batman, you know, the Dark Knight, you know, Superman, you know, oh, how about Black Panther? Another movie's coming out pretty soon, but let's get into this math thing. EE 1.3, it's gonna be about using numbers expressed in the form of a single digit time and integer power of 10 to estimate a very large or small quantity. Basically what you're doing here is we're not going to just use a single digit. We're going to use a whole number and a decimal. We're going to use 5.3 or 5 3/10 because this 3 is in the 10th place value and this 5 is in the 1's whole number place value. And we're going to multiply it by the power 10 to the 5th power. So this is written out in a scientific, a real brief. But how would you really write this in the standard form if you were solving for it? Basically, all you're doing is saying, I'm multiplying this 10 to the 5th power. Well, how much is this really when you write it out? How much? So basically you're doing, instead of writing out 10 times 10, which is what? 100. Times 10, another 10, so we got 2 10s there. We got our third 10, which is equal to 1,000. We add another 0. So we still got 2 more 10s to multiply. So we're up to 10,000. And then we have 1 more 10. So we got 1 10, 2 10s, 3 10s, 4 10s, then 5 10s. So times that 10, we're at 100,000. So 10 times 10 is 100. 100 times 10 is 1,000. 1,000 times 10 is 10,000. 10,000 times 10 is 100,000. So basically we have 5 3/10 times 100,000. So basically, we're just basically moving this decimal point over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 place values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll put in zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 530,000 is the correct answer if we write it out in standard form. So when you go into IXL, you're going to practice place values in the power of 10 in dealing with whole numbers. So when we deal with whole numbers in the place value of 10, we should always think about if the decimal point is here, over here, everything over here is really a part or a fraction. You hear people say tenths. Well, it's be like fraction of 10, hundredth, then thousandth. But these are fractions. But over here, we're dealing with whole numbers. So when we're dealing with the notation of the power of 10 to the exponent here, we're talking about positive numbers, which is going to increase the value going to the left by more and more zeros. So this 5 3/10 end up being 530,000 because we use the power of 10. Speaking of the power of 10, use your superhero powers to continue to multiply, working on this standard in under EE 1.3 for 8th grade, 8G1. And get your SMART score up over 80%. But you guys who really want to reach that superhero status, once you reach 100, you're going to be eligible for some big time prizes and recognition here at the summer program, especially through the math department. So again, Superhero Week, be a superhero to yourself and to someone else by believing in yourself, and find someone to say those positive words to. As we prepare you for the next video session, will be video session 4 for you 8th graders. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. And again, Superhero Week, believe in yourself. Goodbye.